Well, good morning, Holiday Hill family. Josh here at the welcome table for Throwback Thursday, as we just did filming for Sunday morning. But it's all good. But today's Throwback Thursday is about a guy named Harlan Sanders. He was born in 1890 in Indiana. His dad was a farmer until he broke his leg and became a butcher for about 2 years. His mom, highly devout Christian woman. She warned Harlan about the dangers of alcohol and tobacco and dancing and whistling on Sundays. You should never whistle on a Sunday. It's so terrible. Harlan's father passed away when he was just 5 years old. And mom remarried, and he didn't get along with his stepdad too well. His relationship with his family as a whole got pretty bad after dad died. Mom had to work at a tomato cannery. And Big Brother, being Big Brother, had to cook and provide for his younger siblings during that time. He didn't like math too much. He actually dropped out of school at age 12 in the 7th grade. He said he was not a fan of algebra. He took some odd jobs along the way and ultimately started getting a job with the railroad and moved his way up in the railroad. There was a brief time he falsified his birth certificate and worked for the Army, was enlisted in the Army for about a year or so. After the Army ended, he went back into the railroad, moved his way up the ranks, and he became like a fireman on the railroad. And then he lost that job because he got into a fight with a coworker and he got fired. During this time, he got married, had some kids, and he decided to go back to school and went to college and studied law. And in Little Rock, Arkansas, he practiced law for about 3 years until he got into a fight with one of his clients in the courtroom. And his law career pretty much came to an end after that. His reputation was pretty well sullied. He was a hothead. He had no patience. Just wasn't working out for him. Now we're already into the 1900s. And he got a job with an oil company in Kentucky. And then that gas station he was working at, it went under. But the Shell Oil Company gave him a gas station in Kentucky. And they had a small little parsonage, like a little apartment next door to the gas station. And what he did at the gas station, he started making fried chicken dinners with steak and ham and stuff. And that took over pretty well. And it grew so much, in fact, that he bought himself a motel and had a restaurant connected to it. Traveling salesman by the name of Duncan Hines went to this place and raved about it, said the chicken there was absolutely delicious. But then the Great Depression hit, and the gas rations came. And with gas rations, people didn't travel. And there's no need for hotels and motels. His business went under. And on top of that, not only did it go under, his wife left him. He's now depressed, divorced, and destitute at the ripe age now of 60 years old. And then something amazing happened. He knew how to make fried chicken. He was infamous for it. What if he franchised his recipe? And he did. He franchised his recipe to a guy in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. And the guy owned a huge restaurant, and the chicken was so popular, it started taking 75% of all of their sales was this fried chicken recipe. And it came from this guy in Kentucky, this idea of Southern hospitality and comfort. At the same time, Harlan Sanders was given the honorary title of colonel by the governor of Kentucky. Therefore, Colonel Sanders coined, through the franchise that he just started in Salt Lake City, a Kentucky Fried Chicken at the ripe old age of 62. And I guess you could say from there, the rest for him was history. That's our lesson for today. I don't care what age you are. Maybe you're young, maybe you're old. Life can begin anew whenever it needs to begin anew. Just because of setbacks, just because of your age, just because of life happening, doesn't mean that your life right now has to be over. Colonel Sanders started at age 62. His life began at 62. Where are you in life? And when will your life begin anew? Take care, and God bless.